All right, guys. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. It's 8:56 a.m., almost 8:57 a.m. It's a Wednesday here on February 24th. I'm watching SYPR right now, which I assume most of you guys are watching as well. Part of me wants to keep trading this one, but the other part of me is like, this thing had a ridiculous run. 5 minute, it's extremely extended. So I just kind of want to probably just watch it from here on out. Obviously I do kind of want to keep trading it, but I don't know. I think I'll just watch it from here. Maybe we'll do some more pre-market trading. I think it might have a little bit more upside. We have the next major resistance right around 7.5. That's what I'm looking for. You can see here on the 5-minute chart, or maybe actually the 15-minute chart, what kind of run we've had here. It's been really strong. So we do have some more upside. But we might, pull back a few more times before getting there. I know the 5 minutes not a very clean setup right now. Overall, day trading, we're up 1,600 on SYPR and we're down 236 on RRD. I was actually green on RRD, so I gave back a little bit of profits there. It kind of shows you how much of a difference giving back profits is, because I was up like 250 on RRD. So that would have put us almost at $2,000 on the day, but giving back 250 puts us pretty much at 13.6. So, it's a big difference. That's why you always really want to avoid those big red days. And that's why we have max stops on the day, because you never want to dig yourself too deep in a hole. Yeah. So right now we're just kind of chilling, just watching, and we'll kind of see how we want to go forward. In terms of swing trading, our swing trades are nicely up. A lot of big bounces. This number here would have been much more, but we closed out some profits right into the big bounces. There's a good chance today I'm going to look to buy some more swing trades if we have a sell-off at the market open. So be prepared for that if I'm not day trading, because I am looking to accumulate a bit more of our swing trades, because we have about $7,000 ready to go on our swing trade portfolio. But right now we haven't had that sell-off again, so I'm not going to be buying at the moment. Look at this nice little pullback. It's getting risky, SYPR. It's getting in that territory where you're sometimes maybe scratching around 1.5%, but then you're risking that inevitable, 5 to 10% dip in my eyes. So I don't know, these are the parts where I'm usually going to start sitting on the sidelines, unless the 5-minute catches up and we start getting another situation. Boom! This is literally the flush I was just talking about that you might see. So if you're scalping here, it's getting dangerous here in this area. So it looks like SYPR is officially on the backside. Crazy stuff. Brian, we'll check out ZKIN just really quickly if anyone is curious. Why is this here? Wednesday gappers. SYPR, the ticker we're looking at right now. Right now it's up 125% pre-market. I put 40% when I started watching it. 11 million float, 51 million market cap. Cyprus wins defense contract award. This is always good catalyst, guys. Any sort of government contract, any sort of partnership. These are some of my favorite contracts outside of the biotech space. So love to see that. U.S. Navy and Air Force. It screams kind of sustainability. And longevity, so I love those kind of contracts. Yeah, let's quickly check out ZKIN. That was called out by Brian. ZKIN. Let's see. Nice multi-day runner here. We got huge resistance at around 10. So we had a fake out from 10. We got some other resistance zones worth noting in these areas. And here and here. So ZKIN, If it's had this kind of push here several times trying to break higher, it has yet to do a proper move. This is a 63% bounce. That is insane. My God. This bounce right here, 66, maybe even almost 70. Crazy. CK International. I don't know much about this company off the top of my head. Actually, nothing's ringing a bell at the moment. Software acquisition deal and launch of its crypto trading platform. So, okay, they're diving into the crypto space. Seems like there's been a lot of consistent news coming out on this one. That's really good. DeFi protocol. So they're really getting involved in the crypto space. So far, this thing is a clear trend to the upside. It looks like it did have a bit of a shakedown yesterday, but what didn't? So this could be a healthy pullback. Might see a little bit longer consolidation here. It's so hard to say at this point. I don't know. It's had a big run up. It's up like 20x. So that's pretty serious. I would sometimes get a little bit nervous if I was swing trading this one. In terms of day trading, I'm not sure if we're going to touch it today because there's no volume on it. RRD, the ticker I was read on, we had a nice breakout trade here. I had smaller size, so it didn't really count for much. It was like a $4,000 size, and then took like 250 profit, then gave it back on the second trade, and then you went 250 negative on the third trade. So had about $500 in losses on RRD and about 250 in gains roughly. So it wasn't my best trading, but I realized on RRD I had to be careful. I realized, okay, well, that's clearly not the ticker. On SYPR, this thing's still trending to the upside. So, well, okay, right now this was the front side move, and right now it looks like we're getting into a potential backside move. But overall, in the 5 minute, we're still on the front side, and this is looks like has good continuation. Or we're going to start consolidating. We're going to have a run. I don't know, a little bit later, maybe at 10:30. Who knows? So, or maybe it's just going to have a giant spike to the upside. I doubt it's going to totally sell off. With a contract like that and a nice continuous uptrend here, I don't see this one just disappearing today. So, 750 roughly, like we were talking about, it's the next big zone I'm looking for. Then if we break above that, well, I'd probably be looking for about 10. And then from there, I don't know, 15, it's going to get, well, that's a whole different discussion. So let's see here. First we got to break to that 7.5. But, there's a lot of upside potential in SYPR right now, so that's really good. Luckily, Jeff, it's only down 0.2%, so it's not too bad at the moment. Nice, Brent. Good to know. Brent knows the crypto space much better than I do, I feel like. So you got the Brent long it, so that's a good indicator. New high on SYPR. Good to see that. It's 905. Yeah, Jeff, thanks. This is actually the left-hand glove, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make it fit because yesterday my wrist really started hurting, so it's much better with the glove. Like, I thought, how is it going to, like, compression going to really help that much? But I feel like an old man. Like, it really does help. Also, if anyone is curious which glove I have, if you go to the Amazon shop, you can also find this link in the video description below. I added it to our office because I always have it in my office. So this is the one I have, I think. Actually, no, I have a different one, but this is the exact same everything. So you know how Amazon gets sometimes, just a different company, but I think it's ultimately all the same distributor, white label product, really. These pictures are so ridiculous. It's almost weird. So yeah, there we go. If you guys are curious. All right, SYPR guys, it's still pumping here. Let's keep an eye on it here. Smaller size right now. It is a little bit riskier. Yeah, I really don't know how much this one's going to continue here, so I would use probably smaller size. 6.5 here. Definitely showing some support. I wonder if we can get a proper pullback. This ticker doesn't really pull back that much. It's been quite aggressive. You can see there, instantly bouncing back up. Maybe something below the 40s I would consider, or below the in the mid 40s. 50 holding here. Pressure. It's going again. Last buy spike was very, very strong, but I'm also worried about that last volume. 647. Oh, right when I try to go long it, huh? I had my order right there, and then it popped up, but I don't know. I feel like these are, yeah, it could keep running here to 7.5, so we have a lot of upside. Just, this is not my favorite time to be trading, so I'm always a little bit skeptical. I was just 1 second pretty much, or I don't know, 1 to 5 seconds, a little bit too conservative there. Nice run to 677. So yeah, we could have walked away with another, I don't know, that was a 5% move. Really good. No, I haven't. I don't think I have. Let me see here. I don't think I got fully long with Clove yet. Did I? No, I'm missing this one. I have a buy order on it. I mean, it was crazy yesterday. I wish we could have bought more, but we ran out of cash at one point. That was really the problem. Vazil, I'm not really a big advocate on paper trading. I actually paper trade sometimes still today, but only to test out features. And I've always only used it to test out features. I would rather trade with small size than paper trade. I'm not really advising against it. I just know for me personally, the paper trading, I had no attachments to it. Somehow it didn't feel real. Everything was also a little bit different feeling. It was delayed. I don't know, it felt weird. I didn't like paper trading. I'm not saying like I don't totally not recommend it, but I would probably recommend using smaller size and seeing, how you can make that work for yourself. But again, I would give yourself probably 6 months before you become consistently profitable. It might take longer, it might take less, but give yourself at least 6 months, and always evaluate yourself every month. Check the progress. SYPR, it's a tough one, especially in these price zones. In terms of news, let's quickly check what's popping here. High-end medical provider let ineligible people skip coronavirus vaccine line. Uh-oh. Johnson analyst, a little late to the party here. Rollover crash. Wow, I didn't know Tiger Woods was in in a car crash. That does not look good. That does not sound good. New evidence shows fertile soil gone from Midwestern farms. That sounds... Isn't crop rotation a thing? Isn't that like kind of figured out already? Evictions are still a crisis. 35. Johnson & Johnson vaccine here. This must be more important than I originally thought. The company's vaccine is a good defense against severe coronavirus and seems to reduce the coronavirus's spread. New symptom analysis found FDA could authorize the vaccine as early as Saturday, but supplies may be severely limited at first. Okay, it's a one-shot vaccine. It's a new vaccine. Sorry about that, guys. I read that wrong. I totally read that wrong. Okay, that is actually pretty big news. One-shot vaccine here from Johnson & Johnson. That sounds really good. Sheet pan, guys. I freaking cook like half my dinners on sheet pans. They're freaking amazing. It's so simple. You just throw it in the oven. It's good stuff. It sounds a bit lazy, but it's pretty next level. These are some pretty good ones. I'm gonna have to take note of this. Don't make too much fun of me. I am taking note of sheet pan recipes because this is the best way to cook. There it is. Johnson & Johnson's single-shot vaccine is safe and effective, the FDA says, also on the Wall Street Journal. So it's kind of popping up across the board. Here's a freaking advertisement. Beechcraft. Well, there's a good way to fly. That looks pretty good. Look at the cute dog. Texas electric bills were $28 billion higher under deregulation. That sounds not so hot. This is a good story to follow up on the Facebook and Google Pay in Australia. Wow, look at this EV post office van. It looks pretty ridiculous, but nothing like more windshield, I guess, right? I didn't read it today, so I can't comment on too many things at the moment. $18 beers never taste so good. $18 beers, I don't know. There's a level, there's a point at which the beer stops tasting that good. Let's see here. Chicken sandwich wars. Oh my god, I live where I have a place next to a really good chicken place. It's called Riza Chicken here in Berlin, and it's just mind-blowingly good. Oh, this just made me so hungry. Oh my god, this is just child abuse. Oh. Whew. I'm getting nervous. I can't even think right now. That just looks so good. Oh my god, finally, deaths in USA, coronavirus-related deaths have dropped, fallen off a cliff. That is so good to see that. I've been constantly wondering why the deaths were not in proportion with the cases, and that is really good to see that. All right, just some news here. We still got plenty of time before the market opens. There's no rush. I'm usually not trading right now anyway. That's why I'm just catching up on making sure I didn't miss any major news, because sometimes it is important to not just you know, have a better idea how the overall market might perform, but also to find new picks. So right now, a lot, like, I don't know if you guys are aware, but I am looking for potential plays. Look, workhorse stock right here, getting crushed. USPS contract, the big contract, WKHS, everybody was always waiting for, didn't go through. So that's really bad news. So boom, that's pretty nasty. I wouldn't dip buy this one, but I would probably consider doing a dead cat bounce at one point. Obviously here this 13 zone is big support from former levels, even to like 15. So that's an interesting level here. I mean, dead cat bounce could literally yield you 50% very quickly. So an interesting idea, but I think that dead cat bounce has already happened. I don't know. I'm not super optimistic from here. I could see this selling off again. This ticker has been so overextended in my eyes. So, I mean, it went from 37 cents to $42. I don't know. I've always felt like it was overextended. I couldn't even trade this ticker when it was like over $10. I was already super jittery. Oh, really, Corey? It's that bad? I didn't know it was that bad. Oh, Jesus. I feel so bad for him. Hopefully that has a good ending. He's had quite the kind of party alcohol problem. Oops. Oops, I just closed the chat. Let me open it again. All right. So Johnson & Johnson, that catalyst alone seems pretty big. What's their ticker? JJ or something like that? J&J, Johnson & Johnson. I don't remember the last time I looked up Johnson & Johnson. Should be a pretty good pre-market move. No, it's actually not so much. Probably was priced in then already. Selling off. Everything's kind of selling off right now. Larger companies like this, they kind of follow the market, and the market, well, it had a bit of a bounce here yesterday, but you know, that sell-off at the open was pretty gnarly. One sec, guys. I just hit my computer and totally messed up the alignment of things. We got another 9 minutes here before the market opens, so we got plenty of time, no rush. I just really want a chicken burger right now. Really? Is that true, Michael? Ay. All right. Wow, Tyler. Okay, that does not sound very good. Okay, so getting back to the tickers right here, we got PSTX kind of popping up. What happened here? Is there a catalyst upside? What happened there? PS Friday update. Kind of looks like they were acquired. No. They were not. Big move here, but very light volume. Still, for me, SYPR is my favorite. RRD, I'm not really sure. It did have a big sell-off. Big support, though, roughly at 3. This could be an interesting area to start accumulating this one if you guys think it might have, red to green potential, which I think there is some potential there. I mean, RRD, what I like about this one is that $3 is really, really big time support. When you're cracking that area, what was the catalyst on this one again? They're up on earnings. So it's really, really good to be up on earnings. I love that. They're having some issues holding the highs, so it looks like there was a lot of anticipation, although they did sell off right before as well. So we'll see. We'll see how this one holds up. I don't really see this one just falling off a cliff for no reason because it's an earnings play. So I don't know, maybe around 2. If it cracks 2, I have an alert here, and then I wouldn't mind going long this one. We'll see. Also, it depends how good TOS is. So if TOS is a little sketchy, I probably will also be a little bit calm with my trading because of that alone. So we'll kind of play it by ear here, and then I don't know. We'll see. SYPR is still my favorite. I think we got good room to run. Obviously, next level 7.5. Right now, we're tethering on bigger support at 6. If we break this 6 area, I'll be a little bit nervous. In terms of getting aggressive at the market open, I don't really see myself getting too aggressive on this one. So we'll see. There's so much buying volume on this ticker. I mean, it's been such a nice play. It's a little bit harder to tell with the mixed volume, but overall, almost all the big spikes were big green volume spikes. So it's been pretty strong. The sell volume really, I mean, even now it's still lacking the bigger spike. So this is SYPR is looking really good. Here it is. Stats, close that. US Auto Parts, 11 million float. So it has that spike ability, $51 million market cap, that defense contracted one. I mean, this thing really checks off almost all our boxes here. Float, there's 11 million float, so it's really good there. Catalyst, strong spike history. Let's look at the spike history on this one. Yeah, I mean, there's tons of spikes history. I've actually never traded SYPR, I think. Let me check here, all accounts. No, it doesn't look like it, so it's kind of unusual. Yeah, huge room to run for sure. Fast rate of change, no problem. $2 to $7. Right now it's a little over that, but yes, it was at one point pre-market. Holding highs above VWAP very well. It never really pulled back over 25% from the highs, even this area. This was the biggest pullback, and this was about 16%, so that's really good. Up over 40% pre-market, definitely. It is over-traded, though, so that is the one. Obviously, that's a bit of the question. But other than that, I mean, this is by far, SYPR, the most obvious lead gapper. It ticks all the boxes. It is over-traded pre-market, so you do want to be careful. It could be kind of a rough open here, but the opens have been rough in general lately, so that's not too surprising. Plus TOS makes me not want to trade the open anyway, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. This could start consolidating, be kind of lame, but it also has really potential to keep ripping. I'll probably be cautious, but I'm interested to follow SYPR. I think we're pretty lucky. Not to mention, yesterday was quite a storm with mid caps, even the day before that. So we've had kind of 2 mid cap days, and now they're kind of consolidating, slowing down a little bit. And this is the #1 lead gapper. This is the only small cap over 100%. So it perfectly fits our criterion, and a lot of people are going to be watching it. So I'm excited. I'm excited here for sure. Stefan, that's a interesting point. BANT. To be honest, I'm not totally sure. Let's quickly throw it up here. Terms for day trading, it doesn't look interesting. I don't know. OTC, I don't really look at OTCs. No comment here. I don't know. It could be good, but it's not for me. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. We got another 2 minutes and 50 seconds before the market opens. I'm gonna fill up my tea. I'll be right back and. Ooh, SYPR popping here in the last few moments. Make it a goal, Tyler. When you have a big green day or you hit a certain target, make it a goal. We got it on the Connect site for 10% off right now. The Tulip Mania of 1637 Wall Street Bull, 10% off, coupon code Alex Winkler if you are curious. All right, guys, we got another minute. It'll make my mom really happy. What do we got? SYPR cracking here to the upside, 20%. Just like that, huh? Constantly holding its highs so well. Yeah, NVOS, I don't know. It was an OTC that got uplisted, and TOS doesn't let trades go through on it, so right here. So I don't know. I won't be touching it. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. I got SYPR up on the main screen, so we'll watch this one at the open. Whew. SNSS being called out as well. Bit of a sell-off. And let's see. Ooh, I really had my speakers blaring today. 7.5, next resistance level on SYPR, and it's marching its way up right to it. Never really even consolidated that much. This ticker is absolutely crazy, guys. I wish it had a bit more consolidation in it first. There's a fake out, technically. It's always a little harder to say at the market open. Let me know if you guys are having any issues with any certain brokers. Always good to report that for the community. On any other kind of day with the right account, I would have bought that. I was just looking at it like, Got that tingle in the nose. SYPR 7.5. This is the zone I was looking for. So we had a fake out, but then we popped right back up. Kind of a classic market open, kind of hectic setup. But RRD, I'm still watching this one as well. Glenn. That was Corey. So big thanks to Corey for that. Yeah, there's a whole different read on SYPR depending if you're using volume or mixed volume, because mixed volume shows that spike was pretty much the majority of sellers, and you see a lot of selling going on there. So there's, people are really trying to pump this up, but at the same time, everyone seems to be dumping that, was long on this one. So I'm actually surprised that it tried twice to break up. Those were 2 failed breakouts though, so that's making me pretty nervous. I don't know, the Master Dad. I think it's a great company. Stefan. I had the same issue yesterday. Oh, can we break the 4.9? We got so close. Nice, Michael. Happy to hear, man. Pump. Boom! Instantly breaking it. Okay, so SYPR is definitely in play. I'm not sure how well it's going to hold here. It's been a strong run right now, up 185% since the open, or, for today. Really nice move here. I'm trying to be calm and collected. We're up 1,600 on SYPR, so I, kind of just want to sit and wait. I'm not trying to get too aggressive at the moment on this one. Next spot of resistance I'm looking at is probably closer to 10. We do have some pivot zones here at roughly 9. So keep an eye out for 9 for sure, but 10 is definitely going to be the main area. Always saying TOS is super laggy at the moment. Bitcoin pretty much back at 50K. That asset has been just so volatile lately, huh? Nice. Getting a bit of a pullback now. This is a bit of a 5-minute doji candle. I'd be nervous for breaking a new low. That's kind of why I'm not trading this one. To me, it's too high. I don't see a 5 minute setup. The risk reward on it is just not ideal. But hey, that move over 7.5 was pretty nice. It was a bit of a fake out, but if you got in early, that was pretty quick trading. Just really quickly, I want to check up on the swing trades. The portfolio is up since the open, but just kind of see how it's been going. So a few of these are pulling back. I've been waiting for entries on several of them, so I am quite looking for Clove. We almost had our entry on CLVR. SYPR might break lower. Keep an eye on it, guys. GHVI, looking for that second entry. Yeah, there's I think I'm gonna give all of these probably a little bit time, and I think I would like to jump on them with more size coming up here pretty shortly. VIH finding a bit more support. XL, that's been a pretty good one. So yeah, nothing too new here. No surprise. Yesterday was such a crazy day for managing our swing portfolio. So today it looks like it's going to just be a bit more chilly vanilla out there. I'm so hungry now, it's not even funny. Oh my lord. I think I know what I'm going to eat tonight. Upwork. I actually just used Upwork not too long ago. Great rally here. Huge move. Wow, they became... This was a crypto play that I have not looked at or really been following at all. Wow. How did this one go zoom by my radar? Okay, great bottom bounce there. I think this thing's gonna have a good continuation. This could turn into the next Zoom or something like that. Watch out for Upwork. What's the market cap on this right now? 7.3 billion? Okay. It's definitely okay. I would probably put this in my investment portfolio, but I don't know. Right now it's a pretty hot play, so it could be a swing trade. It's making a lead. It's a lead gapper on the day. That's very rare. Why is this one up so much? Okay, so sales quarterly results are really good. Wow. Huge. Put an alert on this one, see if it dips below. This could be a great trade at one point. SYPR, it's been a tricky open for this one. The NASDAQ almost down 1%. That makes me very nervous. Every time the NASDAQ's up or down over 1%, that's when TOS starts having real issues. Yeah, Corey's calling it out. I mean, the level 2 and the tape aren't matching on TOS right now. Right here. Not matching. Yesterday, with BBIG, my first trade after the market open, it was also not matching. And it was really hard to try to figure out how to play it because the order book would go above your, I don't know, sell limit order, for example, but you wouldn't get executed, right? So it's a weird place to be right now trading on TOS. I'm eating Schupfkuchen. It's almost like cheesecake with brownie on top, but it's not because it's not all what it is. But if I had to compare it to something, that's probably what I would compare it to. Wakar, I set an alert up if this price goes below a certain point. I would probably consider buying it. It's a big move it had. Really good news. All right, so SYPR selling off right now. Brent's actually saying look at gold. GLD is actually the one I usually use when I look at gold. I think SYPR could be a good entry coming up. Let's go to GLD. We have definitely bigger support down here. I'm not sure. I really don't follow gold at all, so I don't know. I would have a hard time commenting on this one. Quite a significant area somewhere here in this area. Yeah. So I don't know. Could be good. Couldn't comment. But nice to take a look on it. It's been a long time since I checked GLD out. Yeah, so it looks like SYPR shaking a lot of people out right now. Totally makes sense. This ticker's been a little extended in my eyes, so I've been not getting aggressive ever since the market opened. I've traded this ticker plenty, not enough, honestly. I mean, there was some really good moments on this one. I missed a lot of the good moves, but I was still able to walk away green on it, so I can't really complain. And right now, I haven't really had the confidence in the price action to trade this one, so I'm just kind of sitting on my hands right now. I have sound issues. Let me see here. Everything's looking fine on my end. Yeah, hopefully. Michael says time to load up on Clove, almost at 10. There's an echo. Was the echo not there before? Okay, yeah, thanks, Bran. I was looking on the daily chart though. You're kind of talking about the 5-minute chart here. This dip, spike back to the upside. Sounds fine. Started 3 minutes ago, huh? Yeah, I'm not sure. It's getting mixed responses as well. I actually recently got padding in this room, so if anything, the echo should in general be less. There goes Upwork, selling off a little bit. This is kind of what I was waiting for. Oh, you know, did my alarm alert go off late? Kind of feels like it. See if we break 57. All right, sounds good. Thanks, guys. Thanks for keeping me posted. Wow, Dennis, nice when that works out. I've had it work in both ways. It's very depressing when it doesn't work out. It's also very terrifying. Yeah, Clove is at 10:08 right now. This could be a good swing entry on it. If I've already had 3 red trades on Clove, which is kind of, or no, 2 red trades on Clove. And all my entries were actually pretty good. I actually ended up being green for a while. My first entry was somewhere in this area. I was green like 15, 17%, and then I sold off. And then in my second trade, we were accumulating here somewhere in the 10s and 11s, and then boom, this happened. So I don't know. I feel like Clove is pretty extended to the downside. I would kind of hope it was going to crack 10. Doesn't really look like it will. SYPR still selling off. This could be an interesting spot though for it. Let's just kind of watch it a little bit longer. If we move in the 70s, I would probably consider. It looks like the order book is correct again. I was just thinking this could be a good entry, but I think I was just slightly too conservative on that one. All right, Bren, swing trading. CFD. Oh yeah, it's definitely different. Volume's increasing. I wonder if this sell-off is done. That's really the question I'm wondering right now. Thanks for the share though. Volume's still increasing. This could still have a big blow off to the downside for sure. I think I have thrown it up, the Ichimoku indicator, but I'm not. I don't remember really using it ever too much. I have a really hard time with indicators because all they are derivatives of the price and volume. So if you could just learn how to read price and volume, I feel like everything else is kind of just a distraction. I feel like there's already enough on my chart with VWAP and the 9 EMA. So I don't really want to add more to my chart than that. Yeah, I agree with Brent. I find it too noisy as well. If it works for you, don't let me like talk you out of it. You know, everyone's got a different strategy, mindset, and you know, there's things that probably work amazing for other people that I would trip over. So. Nice, Michael. Happy to hear. Nice, Tesla pumping back up. Anytime Tesla sells off, to me, is just a great opportunity to buy. And did have that nice opportunity, 18% buy here. Big zone. Every time this ticker sells off like 30% plus, it ends up rebounding really nicely. We've seen this, you know, happen over and over and over again. So there was a bigger sell-off in March. Obviously, this was like a 60% sell-off, but they rebounded so much. So yeah, most likely they'll have a full rebound as well. Clove is bouncing. Any bigger company, guys, that is obviously a brand name, I'm pretty much just going to say it's probably a good company, and I would buy it on a dip because that's what I do, and there's really nothing else to comment on for that. I mean, obviously Amazon's extremely extended here, but at the same time, could just consolidate and, you know, have another rip to the upside. You just, you know, got to figure out what you want to allocate your cash into. But I don't know. NVOS having a little move off the lows. Very slow ticker. SYPR still is my favorite ticker. I had a feeling we're going to start consolidating. I didn't know like how crazy the market open was going to be. I mean, typically it's always a little bit hectic. But this was a great first leg to the upside. If you go on the 5-minute chart, you can really see this. Great first leg. So now it's going to start consolidating, right? How long is it going to consolidate for? Who knows? And then obviously we want to have that second leg to the upside. Question is, am I still going to be trading at that time? Is it going to be past 11 o'clock? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But for now, I do like what we're seeing. Sell volume is fading. It never really pulled back more than what is this here, like 27% from the highs. So it's still totally in play in my eyes, or at least something I want to keep my eyes on. But trading it at the moment is it's a little washy, choppy, and just doesn't really fit my strategy. So that's why I'm not really trading it right now. Yeah, the GHVI was a freaking winner, huh? That was nice. Obviously, I'm not long GHVI anymore. I would like to rebuy it. Matterport, it's a hot ticker. A lot of people are talking about it. I'm kind of hoping that we're going to have a little bit more consolidation here, ideally to the downside, before we have that move back higher. But I don't know. It's anyone's guess what's going to happen here. There's a good chance I might miss it, but yeah, I got my funds available. It's ready to go. So I'm just kind of waiting for better entries. I don't want to get caught in a big sell-off. SNS being called out, SNSS. Oh yeah, great. I also missed it, but that's fine. Missing a catalyst. Reverse spots, stocks on the 21st. They're probably going to get ready for an offering at one point, or else they wouldn't be doing that. Yeah, nasty stuff. I don't really trust this ticker, but it's running. That's a good question, Jeff. Am I still bullish on ACIC? My problem with ACIC is, it's so stressful looking at this ticker. It did exactly what I wanted. I got long exactly where I wanted to, but it didn't hold its highs. And we had, a fake out here, and then a second fake out here, and then it started selling off. On this second fake out, I probably should have closed my position. I ended up taking a loss on ACIC, I think. Yeah, no, I definitely did. What kind of loss was it? Stats. A fairly small loss, surprisingly, because this was a disaster. This trade was so stressful. I documented this trade today. We were going long, and then, after holding it for our entry was just about perfect on this one. And then, we were up here over $18 profit with an entry at $14.25. And then, unfortunately, obviously, from what happened yesterday, we had the big sell-off. I closed it, and now I'm just I would have wanted to rebuy it, so I'm kind of waiting for an entry maybe below 13 for a rebuy, but I don't know if it's going to go there. I mean, there's definitely more upside potential at this point. It did have a red doji candle, so maybe it's going to have a break under 14. So yeah, it's so depressing. We were up so much on this one. I was just waiting for a move into the 20s. We're up over 30%. It's always a little bit stressful when something like that happens. I don't know. I think I'm bullish, but at the same time, I'm just disappointed on the ticker, maybe. Nice sun work, yeah. Nice, Matt. Slaying the beast. Good to hear, man. That must have been pretty intense. I would have been kind of nervous. But if you were trading SYPR, I think once it had that failed breakout, I think it was a good good short candidate right here. Obviously, hindsight's 2020, but head and shoulders kind of forming. Obviously, we have a huge failed breakout, and we're overextended on pretty much every time frame, not to mention near big resistance. So that was a good short. Great short, man. Nice work. Yeah, TOS oftentimes doesn't have shorts available. Matt, what platform are you using for shorting? Are you using TOS or Interactive Brokers? I hear is a bit better for shorting. TradeZero. Okay, fair enough. I don't even have an account at TradeZero. Do you like TradeZero? P&L gonna be shown in charts. That sounds good fun. Oh yeah, nice, Matt. Sweet. Okay, gotcha. Thanks for sharing that, man. Thanks for sharing that info. I'll definitely... I don't think I have an account here yet. Seems like something I'd want to check out. Free limit orders. It's good. It's really good. Options. Nice. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Do you have issues at the open and stuff? SNSS popping up here. Yeah, fair enough, Colby. It's, you know, TOS is really nice charts. That's true. Very rarely has issues. That's good to hear. I feel like every platform has issues, but it's nice to hear that one isn't failing all the time. Let's see. SNNS pumping here. The sticker is quite extended in my eyes, so I'm nervous. Room to run past 6.5 to 7. Sam says only with the whole GME experience was there issues. Yeah, interesting stuff. I'll definitely open an account there and check it out. I have pretty much accounts pending or open on almost every major platform. Not funded, but just open. At least like to good customer service. That makes me happy. It's always nice to dabble a little bit just to kind of see what's out there. Ooh, SNSS just had a big sell-off there really quick. That was a big amount of sell volume. No, Sam. No, they route to Citadel. friend's all excited. ZKIN. Yeah, I've had a good faith violation. It's not a big deal. You just call and they lift it for you. You got pretty much like a 3 strikes you're out rule kind of situation. So abuse the heck out of it if you want, especially if you don't like your broker. I feel like I'm giving really bad advice right now. Is it in our watch list? Why can't I find it? ZKIN. I don't know why it's it is in our watch list. There it is. International group, yeah. Yeah, this is the ticker we were looking at pre-market. I wasn't super big fan of because of the lack of volume. I don't know. It's not really for me. It looks like a good multi-month runner here, so it could be a good swing trade, but with that doji candle here, big crack of momentum, I would be careful buying in the highs because you could give back a lot of profit really quickly on a swing trade on this one. So we had 2 failed breakouts, 3 failed breakouts, 4 failed breakouts, and now it's starting to trend here possibly to the downside. So just be careful, I think, with ZKIN. I think I would be more nervous on this one. I would probably wait for something closer to 8 or something. I don't know if it's going to go to 8, but it seems a bit risky here in this area if you ask me. Although the crypto kind of catalyst is a nice one, but that seems to be quite priced in already, so... Yeah, Josh, I don't know. The whole entire 25K pattern day trader rule and good faith violation is such nonsense. I feel like at one point they're just going to remove the whole thing, but I don't know. It's like one of those rules that was put in place because it seemed good on paper and it never really got reviewed, and like 20 years later, however long, like it's still in place and it just makes 0 sense. We should start a petition. Maybe I'll do that and we can all petition against it. I'll look into that. Petition. Oh, look at Upwork. Going down, going down. Pattern and day trade rule. Yeah, Brent, I'd probably do the same. SYPR trying to pump here. Upwork, possible buy zone. I would rather buy this one in my investment portfolio. This is a big move here, though, on it. I don't really know how much lower it's going to go. There's a good 20% upside, I would probably imagine, to 70. FSR, car company, getting some pretty decent headlines. Could be finding good support here. I wonder if it's going to hold. Yeah, I know what you mean, Brad. There's definitely those companies that, like, it's only a matter of time until they pop again. And ZKIN could definitely be one of those. SYPR has 2 nasty flushes on the last 2 shoulders, so I'm a little bit nervous on that. But other than that, it's crawling back to the upside. Possible break of VWAP. Like I said, I am a bit nervous what I'm seeing. would maybe consider buying it under 6. Let's see here. Depends how it moves. Uh-oh, break a VWAP. Here we go. Nice. Okay. Yeah, 10 a.m. I could use a coffee. Maybe I'll make one too. It's not a bad idea. I haven't done that in a while. Yeah, Matt, there could be. I think you're clearly probably hoping that this thing's going to start running up unnecessarily aggressive at one point. Shorting now would be very risky. Good chance we might see a move to 7 or so. I think that's what a lot of people are waiting for. Possible move, though, back first to 6 or so. Yeah, it's struggling to hold 630. Long there, 1,000 shares at 17. Possible second fill at 14. Long. You know what? TOS is having issues right now. $300, yeah. Just watching this one. Try to be really patient with it. Not a big fan that TOS is showing different signs. I thought it was fixed, but 23, move over 23 is my goal. And then we'll kind of evaluate there. Obviously, I want to move over 6.5. So the question, I mean, that'd be about 7% upside. I'm not sure if we're going to get that. Actually just try to close out this one. Ooh, that was a big sell-off there. Ooh, I just gave back pretty much half my profit. Crazy. Could bounce back up. I tried to create a stop. I don't know if you guys saw that. I had a stop here. Or no, I tried to make a stop and then I didn't get it. I don't know. I would have to watch the replay. I don't know what happened. There was an error message that came up when I tried to make my stop order. That was pretty nasty. It wasn't a great trade. It was a last ditch effort pullback here for continuation. I thought we were gonna have it, but yeah, it didn't. I think my mistake with SYPR was I just couldn't get out quick enough. So also the size was bigger, but that's fine. I was doing almost 20,000 pre-market, so the size wasn't that big. It was just, yeah, is what it is, boys. Luckily we got out at 8, 7.5 and 8, so the sell wasn't that bad. So yeah, we'll just keep watching here. Maybe we'll see another setup, but you know, I still have the same feeling as before, where I'm not super convinced on pretty much most of the tickers we're looking at. So OMI is actually kind of interesting. Let's kind of check this one out. Let's see, 30 here. Big resistance. Yeah, Constantine. I thought since it held for 2 red candles that maybe the flush wasn't going to happen, but yeah, ultimately it did. And it's still selling off. SYPR breaking 550 right now, so nasty stuff. Oh, RT. Thanks for that correction. I can't believe I had time of force off. Yeah, my time of force was good till cancel a day and extended. That's why my stop didn't go through. That would have saved me probably $300 or something like that. Thanks for calling it out because I didn't see it and I was actually kind of thinking why. Thanks for that reminder. What? The one time we all don't remind each other about good till cancel. It got me. Got me good. Well, at least I'm happy it was my mistake and it wasn't TOS's mistake because I always get really annoyed when it's out of my control. But if it's my error, then it is what it is. I just messed up. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I was putting my stop here at 602 or 603, I don't remember, and the error message came up and then it flushed and then I pretty much used my hotkey Alt S, which is join the ask, and I just closed my order because I got stopped out pretty much. So that's what happens if anyone's curious. Yeah, that would have been a little bit depressing for sure. UAMY. Good mover there. Kind of interesting pops. Not a big fan of the way this thing's trading, but at least it's trading, at least something. Glenn, good till cancel does not allow you, extended does not allow you to put stop orders in. That's why. So you trip over yourself, you get an error message from TOS, and it just becomes very stressful place to be, especially when when there's a flush and you're trying to get out, and then alert error message pops up, right? So you have to make sure when you're intraday trading after the market opens, you gotta use day and not good till cancel extended. Yeah, it's just how TOS is set up. They don't have stops for those. Learning has occurred. Nice. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Yeah, FSR, look at this one. Nice little double bottom there. Now it's crawling back up. Yeah, no market orders during extended. That's a good summary, JWAD. And stops get executed as market orders. I'm still wondering, is Clove going to sell off again? I don't know. This is the kind of make it or break it spot. I would really prefer to have Clove under 9 or under 10, but that's more of something that just looks cool on paper, but it's not so, it doesn't matter if you're long at 9.95 or 10.05, right? Necessarily. But it, is what it is. UAMY might be near the end of the road. I'm not sure how I feel about it. A lot of sell volume. Needs to really hold this 9 EMA spot. Technically, it did make a new high, but I don't like the angle of the new high. I don't like the fact that the new high is kind of, wasn't really able to reach the former glory points. Oof. Yeah, that was nasty. I've been constantly on the edge on this one because the volume, the price action has been so spotty. That's what you get on light order book. That was pretty nasty. That was almost as bad as the trade I just got stuck in. FSR crawling. Nice progress. Slow day, guys. I might actually end up wrapping it up. I should have wrapped it up before. Yeah, we just gave back a lot of money. I just realized that. I didn't realize how much we gave back till a second ago. We were up 1,600 on SYPR, and now we're up 800. So we gave back around $800 just now in that last trade. So that's over half of our profits we gave back. So technically, I'm pretty much done. Also, I hate kind of forcing a trade. Like, I hate when I'm just sitting here and like, what should I trade? It's a very slippery place to be in because you start kind of seeing, it's like being in the desert and you're looking out in the distance and you start seeing stuff. So it's usually when the market's very lowly, it's typically good to walk away. My problem is I'm streaming, so I'm not, I can't just walk away, but I do sometimes wrap up the streams early, that's for sure. Oh no, Jonathan, really? What happened? What's the situation there? Take care, Josh, man. Oh yeah, Jeff, that's gonna be really interesting to follow up on. SNSS is pumping along here. I wasn't really convinced on this ticker. I'm not a big fan of the just how extended it is, but it does have some good upside potential. I don't like these big sell-offs it has, that it's planning a reverse split. All that stuff just makes me feel like they're going to do an offering soon. And if I'm trading this one late day, then I feel like I'm going to get stuck in an offering, which I have the feeling because it's happened to me many times in the past. So it's just, I'm nervous on SNSS, but it's at the moment, the strength is here. People are trading it, strong upside. So up on earnings. So I don't know. At the moment it looks really good. I'm probably being just way too pessimistic on it. Revenge trading. Yeah, we've all been there, man. That's an extra good time to walk away. It takes a while to cool down sometimes for a revenge trade loss and disaster. Even right now, it's easy for me to think about, I got to make my, $800 back that I just lost on SYPR. But, in reality, I should be thinking, when I woke up this morning, I had $636 less. And that's pretty much my work day, right? If I thought about all the losses I had today, I've had a lot of losses pre-market. So the fact that, cumulatively I'm up to 636, just, helps me remain level-headed. Oh, there is a nice pop on SNSS. All right, all right. The upside moves on SNSS are quite strong usually, and then it, sometimes pops back down. This is huge resistance here. Cooked it today. This is gonna rip over 7. I would be nervous for this to rip over 7. Mainly because 7 is such big resistance. SNSS could have a possible entry closer to 5.7. Kind of watching it. Support's coming in pretty nicely here. Now here goes the rip. Let's see it. I want to see this break 7. I don't know if it will. Nice. Boom. There's the break. But it was it didn't even break 7, just hit 7. I thought we were gonna get a nice little pop there, but it was a little bit more disappointing than I would have hoped for. Yeah, Lance. I totally feel you there, man. Congrats being up. It's pretty much our situation. We're up on SYPR. We unfortunately gave back $800 just now. But other than that, SNSS could be set up. I'm just watching this one. Technically, there's still a flag pattern here that might give us some good setup. It's kind of struggling, but this could be the rip over 7. My God, George, the move on BNB, Binance Coin, was just next level. Watching this area here. Oh, it's exactly the play I just wanted. Watching this one a little bit longer. Yeah, I'm removing right now. I wanted that dip there at 69. Oh, it's exactly what I wanted. That would have been the ticket, up 4%. I don't know if I'd be holding for the pass of 7, holding for the break of 7. I don't know. But that was exactly the move I just wanted. I was just a hair too slow. I don't know. Ah, there it goes. Nice. Nice move to 7.9. Yeah, I'd be out on SNSS. This ticker's not really for me. But that was exactly the move I was waiting for. So nice little 6% move. Congrats to anyone that's nailed that one. I unfortunately did not. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. In terms of day trading, we're up 636. You know, after giving back $800, so we were up almost 1,400. A little bit unfortunate, but you know, you don't make money by not trading. And I had to try my luck here. It looked like an okay setup. In the end, I was right on being nervous. We had a big flush here. We had a big flush here. Every time on the shoulder, and guess what? We had another flush. I just thought, the flush was going to come sooner, and since we didn't flush, we actually ended up holding. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to be a little bit more optimistic, but in the end, it didn't really end up working out. Right now, SYPR is down over 35%, so it's off my list. More or less, unless it had a great move back above VWAP, but at the moment we're not seeing that. In terms of swing trading, here are all the new swing trades with the new quantities and the new trade prices or the entry prices. Obviously, we have around $7,000 we still need to allocate after closing a bunch of positions in the last 2 days. Which ended up working extremely well. We pretty much held our highs. We were at 33,000. Then we went down to 28.5 thousand yesterday, and we managed the heck out of our swing trades. And now we're almost back to 32, and then hopefully 33 soon. So that was a heck of a roller coaster, and we got some more cash to allocate. So in the end, I think it all worked out pretty well. Don't forget, guys, we got tons of FAQs in the video description below. And what else was I going to say? This is TOS from TD Ameritrade. Yeah, fair enough, Lance. It's just, I used to never trade pre-market for a really long time, years, and then all of a sudden, it turned kind of into a pre-market market lately. So, yeah. I don't know, George. I'm not playing BNB, but I just thought it was an impressive move. All right, guys, don't forget to drop a like on the way out. I really do appreciate it. I will see you then first thing tomorrow morning and then going into the weekend. Don't forget, if you guys do want to grab yourself a bull picture, you can find that at the tradejournal.co/connect. It's that first link in the video description below. Where do I find it? Here we go. Connect right here, and then you can see the Tulip Mania Bull 1637 Wall Street Bull. It's right now 10% off. Coupon code Alex Winkler. So, boom! All right, guys, I'm out of here. Peace out. I'll see you next time. And Daniel, check out the video description below. First text says every weekday 9 to 11. A lot of FAQs there, guys. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Stay safe, make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.